Welcome to Strip Cover Lit. I'm Adrian Fort.
And I'm Dalton Gentry.
And we're here with this week's Variety Hour.
Variety, because BookDude needs more variety.
Much more variety of the non-book related
Variety. So, what are we going to talk about this week, Adrian? Anything on top of your head?
Dalton and I have promised each other something.
Oh, no. I'm going to nurse my beer now, excuse me.
While we are doing things incredibly unhealthy right now, we have promised each other that we are going to try to get into better shape, that we are going to try to become healthier people. That involves healthier lifestyles, but don't worry, there will still be cigars on Strip Cover Lit.
I don't like this.
Well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
One of my tricks will be copious amounts of tilapia.
I hate tilapia.
And almonds.
I like almonds.
Almonds are a superfood. Tilapia is a fairly cheap way to get your protein. Now, I went through a spell in St. Joe where that was basically all I could afford.
All right, well.
I felt like I was on steroids every time I went to the gym.
I don't like tilapia.
Okay.
I have issues with fishy taste.
Yeah, okay. Salmon?
Fishy.
Okay.
I like salmon. If I go out, like a nice dinner, I'll have the salmon, but I can do tuna, which is weird because tuna's like the fishiest of fishy fish, but tuna's okay. Tilapia, no. However, I have found something called, I think it's called swai.
Yeah.
It is not as fishy as tilapia.
It is price range between tilapia and salmon. So
and I'm okay with it.
That's good. That's good thinking.
I can do that. So basically, we decided means Adrian said, hey, we're going to get in shape. You're doing it. But it's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. I'm always bitching about it. I lost a ton of weight a couple years ago, and I started working here in the U.S. again, and I gained some weight back, but I was okay. And then I promoted, and when they gave me my supervisor's uniform, they gave it to me big, and I'm like, it's a little big. They're like, no, it's okay. You'll grow into it.
Wow.
And I did.
Yeah.
So that's probably a good thing.
What's probably a good thing?
Getting into shape.
Okay, I thought you meant growing into a...
Oh, no, not growing into a uniform. Not like the trope of, welcome to the supervisory force. You're going to get fat now.
Yeah, I've been a supervisor since I was 18.
That's disturbing.
And that comes with missing your breaks.
Yep.
Not getting lunch.
Yep.
Having to cram something because you don't have a break. Yep. You've got to get some type of calorie now because you're hitting a low, a sugar low. You're yelling at everyone around you, right? Trying to run around for odd amounts of hours. The next supervisor calls in, so you got to stay through that shift.
And that moment where you get a moment of peace to yourself, someone's going to complain because something went wrong in their day, and you're going to have to listen to it.
Oh, see, in my line of work in retail, when something goes wrong and I'm on break, I just have to not be on break. So if I do find a break, there's no getting around it.
In my line of work, we actually get paid at the end of the pay period for the break that we don't have. Because we're not allotted a break, because in the nature of the business, it is go time.
Okay.
So we just get a chunk of money saying, you didn't get a break.
Yeah. That's interesting.
So that's it. But anyway, back to this health thing. I think it'll be a good thing. And we have talked about doing something for a while now. And I'm not sure if it's going to envelop directly into this, but maybe it'll come to it. But kind of a 60-day challenge.
Yeah.
You had come up with this idea saying that it takes 60 days to develop a habit.
Yes.
So we have rolled around the ideas of trying different things, and one of them has always been food-related, 60 days of vegan, 60 days of vegetarian, something along those lines, healthier eating, 60 days develops a habit. It could be an interesting spell.
Meat is a very cheap and efficient way to get your protein.
Correct.
Okay, so while you are poor and your time is being consumed, meat is almost a necessity. I will not say that it is a necessity because there's going to be backlash if I say that. There will be backlash probably if I say it the way I said it. Vegan is absolutely a more ethical way to live your life. It is a healthier way to live your life.
It is.
You can get your protein from alternative substances.
I was a vegetarian for a while.
Yeah.
That was a bizarre turn in a relationship that Adrian stood by and watched that sweet, sweet train wreck.
Yeah.
However, I was a vegetarian for a while, and so I can say what I want about vegetarianism because I lived it.
I live it periodically.
It is healthy. It is good. You feel better. But I lost a ton of weight because I'd open the fridge when I got up, and I'd be like, I'm hungry. And I'd look around and be like, there ain't shit in there.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be hungry.
My problem when I assume a vegetarian lifestyle is that I'm always eating.
Yeah.
I gain weight when I try vegetarian.
I did not have that
because
issue.
I go vegetarian, not vegan, right?
Okay.
So, boy, I'm hungry, I'm at work, those candy bars look delicious. I have to have something, I have to have it now.
Really?
And when you're working retail, especially specialty retail, there's nothing there that's healthy. There is,
No,
and if it is
no.
healthy, if there's something moderately healthy, and in a lot of places, healthy just means there's no fat in it.
It's disguised as healthy.
It doesn't mean that there's vitamins and nutrients in
Yeah,
it.
that granola bar that you're eating, because it's good for you, it's a candy bar.
Granola bars aren't that bad for you. There's a lot of stuff that's just devoid of nutrition.
Yeah?
But there's no fat. So people say, oh no, this is healthy. It's also $9, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna go even more broke.
So it's going to be an interesting experience. Hopefully, it's better for us as people. We always preach, become a better person in whatever means possible. I think that'll be good for us.
Yes. I know we keep promising more channels and more channels. And the one that we're actually talking about launching next is none of the channels that we've mentioned.
No.
And,
we have so many ideas and so much we want to do.
and this 60 days a blank. We're probably going to call the channel 60 Days, right? Something like that. It'll be a vlogging type channel. 60 days. We'll do 60 days of vegan, 60 days of vegetarian, 60 days paleo, 60 days of power lifter, 60 days of distance runner, 60 days blah, 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 blah,
Where the
blah.
hell did you get distance runner? My lungs will not do that.
We'll get there. After 60 days of veganism, your lungs will be cured. Okay, veganism it'll cure everything, right? But
We're going to do 60 days with nothing but Soylent. Just because I hate you that much.
I can't wait till 60 days a power lifter to see what you become.
No.
Yes.
No.
What 60-day challenges would you like to see us do? What alternative lifestyles do you want to see us go through once we get to that point? Which is all hypothetical right now, but I'm looking for suggestions, right? It's something that we're passionate. Once we become full-timers, which is very much the goal, but not right now a reality, this is the next step at that level, right?
Absolutely. Taking your life and saying, hey, Internet, what do you want to see me suffer through for 2 months?
Right. So I think that's very much something that is in the plans, not in the works.
Now, I think you are going to absolutely lose a lot of weight really fast because it is so hot in here. It is like a sauna.
Oh,
And
it is.
I don't know how you live that every day. My house is 68 degrees year-round. Doesn't matter.
Here, you want an embarrassing story?
I'd love one.
Okay, so in the winters, I can't do it here, and I'll tell you why. In the winters, I used to live my life at 53 degrees.
Oh my
I
God.
would set my heat at 53 and suffer through that. I can't do it here because I've got a window air conditioner. The temperature doesn't go that low in the winters, right? It stops before I get to the point where I'm livable. And there was one time in my early 20s, and this is, do you really want an embarrassing story?
Yes.
Okay, so it's winter.
Okay.
And I'm living at 53 degrees.
Okay.
And this girl that and I say girl because we were young, okay? Not to discredit anyone, we were young. I was 20, she would have been 18, 19.
Okay.
And she was away for a long time, and I'd had a crush on this girl for a while. And she texts me at like 10 o'clock at night. No, we were talking a little bit. And she texts me, you want to have sex? And me being me, I said, with who, right? And she said, well, I meant me, but if you're not into it. I was like, oh, hold on.
Hold the phone.
Let's take a step back. I didn't know you were in town. And she said, yeah. And I didn't expect this to actually be a sex story. I thought, she's going to come over, we'll talk, we'll catch up, we'll make some kissy faces. Oh, I can't believe I'm telling the story. So, she comes over, and no, she's serious.
Okay.
Like, I open the door, and she's attacking me.
Okay.
To an extent. And so I'm like, okay, we'll play with this. We'll sit down on the couch. But, okay, my fault. I jumped the gun. Shortly after that, I had to turn the temperature up from 53 degrees, right?
Okay.
Because no one likes to come over to a 53-degree apartment.
Turn it up a little bit.
So I turned it up to like 68.
Okay.
Right?
Livable.
So this is kicking. So she shows up, attacks me, whatever. We end up on the couch, and I'm trying to calm her down, right? And I'm like, hold on, we'll talk a little bit, at least buy me flowers first, right? So here we are, and we start getting hot and heavy on the couch, and at that point she says, do you want to go to the bedroom? Okay. Sure. So we do, and we are in the act, and my body is used to 53-degree temperatures. I didn't stretch before this. I didn't do any calisthenics. No push-up, no squat thrust, no lunges, whatever. So this is happening, and I throw a cramp, man. My hamstring cramps up. So we're mid-action. My hamstring. You ever had a hamstring cramp?
Yes.
It's death, right?
Yes.
It is death.
Yes.
So I'm dying, and we stop, and I'm jumping around my room, buck naked with a hamstring cramp, and oh God! And well, you can put yourself in a situation. I jumped around long enough that the mood was gone, and shortly thereafter. I'm like, hey, okay. So we're cuddling, and she says, well, that was awkward. I said, hold on. It wasn't that awkward. And she said, I just didn't expect it to be like that. I said, what do you mean? She was a virgin.
Thank you for sharing. I don't know how to go on from here.
I told you it was an embarrassing story. You said you wanted to hear it.
Usually when I get a text in the middle of the night that says, hey, do you want to have sex?
From me.
I respond with, Josh, go fuck yourself. You're drunk. By the way, if you watch the Dominatrix video, Josh, our dear friend who is meat in the video, now has a Twitter. Make sure you go and you follow him at Josh_the_meat.
And no, his little man thong was not stuffed.
No, he's Josh is the meat.
He's a gifted individual.
I just realized I'm making penis jokes about my friends who probably are not going to watch this video.
You've reached a new low. I'm just glad that you did something slightly embarrassing after I told that story.
That was life-changing. Thank you. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Should we just continue in telling embarrassing stories, or should we have some semblance of a variety hour?
Do you have one?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, the gauntlet was kind of thrown by another booktuber. Slutty Book Club did do a video on how you lost your virginity.
Well, I told a story about how someone else lost theirs.
That's close enough. So
you have any stories? Come on. Throw something out there.
I don't know what you want to hear.
Something embarrassing. Do you have a virginity story?
It's not really embarrassing at all. It's just bizarre. I was dating a girl who lived in Jamesport, Missouri. If you are not familiar with Missouri, Jamesport is a large Amish community.
A lot of wine is made there, right?
No, that is different. That is Jamestown?
Jamestown? Okay.
But Jamesport is a large Amish community. This particular woman was not Amish. Just happened to live there out of circumstance. And it is very awkward on the side of the road to be pulling up your pants and have a horse and buggy just creak on by. It's a good, confident wave.
Okay.
And that is my embarrassing story of the evening.
Oh, come on. You didn't even tell a story. You gave
Absolutely
a circumstance.
not. It was circumstantial.
You gave
That's how you rope around a story.
I wonder if the Amish would let us live with them and record it for 60 days.
Oh, my. To record it would be the issue. But
well, sure, but
I'm not going to go live with the Amish for 60 days.
That would... Okay.
Fuck you. Fuck you. You do realize, like, we couldn't tweet. We couldn't do anything.
Would it be worth it for 60 days?
No.
Could you do BookTube on your own for 60 days?
No. We could churn butter. That's it. That sounds awful.
Maybe we'll do 2 weeks.
So, another little side thing here, since we're in the mood. We always buy action figures for our patrons.
We had to treat ourselves.
We treated ourselves. We were at the toy store, and we found 2 action figures, and we said these have to be on the set. So we're going to have to find a way to get them back there, but we have procured both Tyler Durden and Narrator from Fight Club, which, they make a shirtless Tyler Durden too.
I'm disappointed. I bought this one instead because I like that outfit.
So, no more. It could just perfect. Just flawless.
This couldn't be more strip cover like.
So that's definitely going on the wall back there somewhere. And my Narrator was already open, so I even got a discount on him.
Yeah,
we'll glue it shut. Which is even more me.
Yeah.
So I'll take it.
Slightly used.
Wholeheartedly. Slightly used.
All right. So we covered that.
We went there.
I didn't figure I was going to tell that story on the channel ever.
I am a little taken aback. I had never heard that story. That was not in the brief rundown of like, all right, Adrian, what are we going to talk about? So I am blindsided and befuddled right now, and I don't know how to recover. So
let's talk a little bit about some of the diet things we're going to be doing.
Okay.
They say that a can of tuna a day is safe because if you did not know, there is
mercury.
There's mercury, trace amounts of mercury in tuna, which once you consume that's yours, right? You have no real way of getting rid of it. So once that's in your system, you collect it. That's what Mad Hatter disease was, right?
Yes.
People working in the hat factories had to put mercury around the brims to keep them stiff, ended up absorbing it through their fingers. You go crazy.
Yeah.
But they say that a can of tuna a day is acceptable.
I don't buy the canned tuna. I buy the pouches, usually with the sunflower. I get the sunflower oil, plain tuna and sunflower oil. I like the pouches better because I'm needy. I don't know why. I like
them in vegetable oil because if I get plain tuna, I choke on it.
Yeah.
Every damn time.
Yeah, I give you that.
I choke
It's
on
bizarre,
on
but it's understandable. Probably a lot more fruits and vegetables. You got to cut down fast food whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm looking at a can of tuna, a prepped meal of probably tilapia and rice, maybe chicken and rice, 3 servings of almonds a day.
Okay.
So that's going to be my staple. I'm going to say, hey, and about 100 ounces of water. Okay. This is what you have to consume today.
Okay. I'm going to have to drink a lot more water. I drink tea and coffee. Those are my things. I mean, no sugar or anything. It's unsweetened tea and black coffee.
Unless you get a vanilla bean.
Unless I go to Starbucks and it's hot, then I need to treat myself. So it's not that, but water is better. I need to drink more water, for sure. For work, I plan to take some kind of prep something, usually brown rice and chicken, brown rice and tuna.
Very healthy.
So we're going to go that route. Dinner is going to be interesting in the Gentry household because I have to say, dear sweet now fiance, you're not going to eat anything good. Let me make you this grilled chicken breast inside of vegetables. But we're going to make that work, and I don't really do breakfast, actually, so I'm completely cool with something just like fruit or something in the mornings.
I'm going to be trying to prep servings of vegetables and freezing them with asparagus, zucchini, and squash. I think that'll pretty much get me, right?
Should be. I hope so.
Asparagus is a superfood as well. I'm going to learn about Brussels sprouts.
Ew.
Here's the thing we talked about before. I don't care about taste.
No, you have no concept of taste.
I am very utilitarian.
What were we talking about? We were talking about zucchini. And you're like, can you bake it? I'm like, yeah, you can slice it up in potato wedge sizes and get some Italian seasoning on it. And you're like, no, I don't want taste. I'm just like, can you bake it?
Yeah.
So I imagine I'm going to come over one day and you're just going to have a full zucchini just in the oven. You're just going to take it out and start gnawing on it. I'm like, all right, that's good.
I'll eat cucumbers. Just slice cucumber up and eat it.
Yeah, that's delicious though.
Okay.
But here's my thing. Adrian, you live in a solitary life.
I'm a minimalist.
What you buy in your fridge is for you to consume.
Yes.
I live with the fiance and 2 other people. So I may be enjoying my, bland rice and chicken and asparagus.
But
they're going to be having something delicious. Mm-hmm. Or they're going to be going out for dinner. Or everybody's going to be having Miller Lights and I'm going to be sipping on my water. So
I have a real problem cutting out the alcohol.
I'm going to be in the struggle here.
Yeah, I'm not going to cut it out probably. I'm not going to lie to anyone. It's still going to be there, but it will be to a lesser extent. That's the promise I'm going to make myself.
I think you need to go to the Ron Swanson approach to alcohol.
What's that?
Where someone in the show Parks and Rec mentioned, clear alcohols are less calories and healthier for you. And Ron Swanson drinking scotch says, no, clear alcohol are for women on diets. So maybe you just drink.
Maybe I just drink?
Just drink. 30 days an alcohol, or 60 days an alcoholic.
I've lived the better part of a decade as an alcoholic. I don't know how that wouldn't be much of a difference.
So we're gonna see how that goes. I'm gonna hopefully try to get back more into some form of physical activity. I used to play a lot of soccer. I don't really know if I want to envelop myself into an intramural anytime soon. Really like yoga for some reason. I'm uncomfortably flexible for my size and figure. So, more yoga.
I am not flexible at all.
Yeah?
And I've taken many, I used to date a woman who was a yoga instructor.
Okay.
And I would take class. That murdered me.
Really?
Murdered me.
Don't have a problem with it whatsoever.
Oh, man.
I have no upper body strength whatsoever. I have baby chicken arms. But leg press, I can lift a fucking car.
Okay.
So, we're going to figure out that. Until then, I'm going to remain fat and happy and enjoy my beer.
Will you join a gym?
I'm considering it, yes.
Okay.
We'll see.
We'll see.
You monster.
Okay.
So join us on this another silly journey.
Let us know what you will be doing. Hopefully we are not alone in saying, hey, I'm fat. I need to lose weight and get in shape. I'll be doing more running. Gotta do that. I've got to figure out a way to get that in with all the reading. See, that's what really killed me was going off to grad school.
Okay.
And becoming basically a monk. I was reading and writing until I was asleep, basically. So that slaughtered me, and that's an excuse, really.
It really is.
But it's what I was doing. So yeah, for the last 3-4 years, really, I have slowly fallen further and further from my ideal.
Okay. So we're going to work on it.
Yes.
We're going to become better people.
Yes.
So if you'd like to join us on that journey, hit that subscribe button. Let us know down below what your thoughts are. Are we just talking out of our asses again? We tend to do that. And,
again, with the suggestions on 60 Days of Blank, right?
60 Days of Blank. Let us know your suggestions on that for sure.